All right, ladies and gentlemen. Match day three is finally here, and what we're going to talk about today is revealing my team, seeing how I did in match day two, which I'm very proud of, honestly, having played my Limitless. And then, yeah, I did not play my chip. I played my chip in match day two, so I am not on a chip. So I think this is going to be a very good episode for those who are not on a chip and have maybe played it in match day two. Yeah, so without further ado, let us get into it. Cool. So this is my team. Let us first actually start off with how many points I got. So this is 79 points on the board. My limitless chip was active, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna get man of the match for Bruno Fernandez. I'm hoping. So it gives not Bruno Fernandez, sorry, Kevin De Bruyne. So I'm hoping it gives me an extra 3 points. But we'll see. We'll see. Nonetheless, I'm very happy. For me, yeah, it's better than what I did in match day one, which was 61 points, 79 points. I'm very happy with, even if it could rack up into 82 points if I do get that man of the match for Kevin De Bruyne. Right. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time here on match day two. It's very much over and stuff. So let's just move on to my team here. Now, like I said, I played my chip in match day two. It was a limitless. I've still got my wild card, and I am planning to play it after in the round of the quarterfinals, semifinals, around that time, because we do get a wild card just as a reminder when we go into the last 16. So I am keeping it to be safe. I won't lie to you. I was thinking about using it, but looking at my team, I honestly think I'm all right because it's all about rotation right now, which is what a lot of us are also trying to avoid. But I think that's coming more so from the guys who play FPL. But I think if you are planning to use your wild card or your limitless, basically all your chips in the group stage, I think it's absolutely fine. It's a different path. It's another strategy. Not not every strategy is the winning strategy or the wrong strategy. It's just a different strategy. It's just a different path. Um, cool. But let's go through my team. I think we'll start again from the top. I've got Lukaku and Depay, as well as Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, I actually think with Portugal having qualified, I actually still think Cristiano Ronaldo is going to start that third game. Reason being is he gave a lovely, a generous assist to Bruno Fernandes, and I know very well that he's looking to create another record by scoring at another European final. So I think he's definitely going to want to be there. He is the captain, so I'm very happy to keep him. I'm happy to keep Depay. He's on set pieces as well as whew, Lukaku still has something to play for. So they have to, of course, still make sure they qualify, but also they have to try and get top of the group as well, so they can get more of a favorite draw going into the last 16. So those three I'm very happy with. Moving on to the midfield, I have two transfers. I have definitely been wanting to take out Dominic Soboslai. I am considering of taking out Leandro Trossard. I'm fine with Jude Bellingham, Xavi Simons, and Bruno Fernandes. I believe they will be playing the next game. They've all got something to play for, that entire midfield. So I don't believe I have to take anybody out. Leandro Trossard came in and played a beautiful game. Almost scored, almost provided in the second half. He didn't start the game. But him not starting the game is what made me think, hey, it's match day three. I want to make sure that all my players are actually playing. So those are the two I'm considering. Players I am thinking of bringing in. I'm thinking of bringing Leroy Sane. That's a guy I'm thinking of bringing in. Ardegula, that's another player I'm thinking of bringing in. I'm also thinking of bringing Nico Williams. The thing is that that would be a risk. That would be a punt, actually. That's the punt that I'm actually thinking of taking. So I'll see. To be honest, I think the best thing that you should do, guys, is you should wait until later on the deadline today, because especially if you're really not sure of whether or not the players in your team are going to be playing, that's the best thing you can actually do. Sorry, I'm just it's tickling me. Cool. That's the best thing you can do, because then if with your two transfers, and I'm talking about the guys who haven't played their chips, with your two transfers, you can actually make sure that you at least bringing in two players you know are for sure going to be playing, and I would bring them in, of course, in the players or the roles where you are not sure they're going to play. So, for example, in my team, I'm not sure if Trossard's going to start. Dominic Soboslai is going to start. I'm not sure if uh, Mitchell Start is going to start, in all honesty. So him and Dominic Soboslai are two people where I'm actually looking to make transfers. Now, let's go on to the defense. You know, getting a nice segue there with Mitchell Start. Um, I'm keeping DeMarco something to play for. I'm keeping Teo Hernandez. He has something to play for. Germany have qualified, so Mitchell Start could get a rest, could get rotation. Of course, I'm not even sure who they're going to bring in for him or who they would bring in for him. But on the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised if he does start. And the great thing about that is Germany is the first game, as with Switzerland, as well as Scotland and Hungary. Those games are playing at the same time. So that's very nice, because we get to see four teams starting lineup just before the deadline. So I can make my choice right then and then. And I think it's going to depend on that. If he's not starting, I will bring somebody else in his place. I think honorable mentions. I think Gehi, he had a lot of recovery points accumulated. He had 8 in the first game, 9 in the second game. That's almost like 3 points on top of whatever he is getting. I think because they've got something to fight for as well, that England's great defense might just rack up a clean sheet in that last game. So those points, along with the clean sheet, would give me some very good points. And then face is very nailed there for Belgium. They're playing Ukraine. I think they can keep Ukraine out. So we'll see. We'll see. João Cancelo, he's somebody who I also think, having been taken out in the second half, I think he also could be one that might be rotated. So he's another player that I will consider taking out. And who would I put in? I think I might just put in Kunde. I like Kunde. I wouldn't mind doubling up on France there. I know they definitely got something to play, and the centre backs as well as the keeper for France are on point when it comes to keeping those clean sheets. So I'm very happy to double up there. The reason why I'm not mentioning Spain is because I don't know. People are talking about Grimaldo, and I'm just like, hey, I'm not sure, guys. In all honesty, I'm really not sure. I'm just going to change the date here, so we can talk about segueing into captaincies. But before we do that, just touching on the keepers, I'm happy to keep Verbruggen and Bayinda, who just played with Portugal last night. So yeah, I think everybody here will play. Besides those guys who will be prone to rotation. Captaincy right now, it is on Dominic Soboslai, but it depends honestly on who I bring in. I do want to try and bring in somebody who's going to be playing, of course, on the 23rd and also on the 24th, so that I can capitalize on being able to have a captain on each day. I just want to mention a lady who commented in my in the comments in the previous video. I just want to firstly give a formal apology for that because I said, "You're right, guy," or dude, and it's actually a girl. So formal apology. Sorry about that. But they had a very, very great comment there, and they were just talking about how the strikers honestly are not delivering in the game, and the midfielders are delivering. And so the last thing they mentioned was that they not gonna captain a striker anymore, which I'm totally fine with. I think it makes total sense considering the most routes to points is within the midfield really, and also the defense, because we also have modern football, the wing backs. Um, but in a strange way, having mentioned that Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be playing, I believe he's going to be playing. I would captain him on that last day because of the idea that he wants to score. And I think Georgia is the perfect team for him to score 2 goals against. Um, Now, I'm just mentioning that I would captain him, but going into captaincy with my team, I would start with somebody on the 23rd. If I do bring in, and I most likely will bring in Leroy Sane, if he does start, then I will actually captain him for that day as well. If not, then I'll actually bring in Ikai Gundogan, and I'll actually captain him for that day as well. If Mitchell Start is playing, then I'll keep him as well. I might just only make one transfer. In fact, I'll make two. If Mitchell Start is playing, I might just take out Leandro Trossard and take a punt on Nico Williams, because if Leandro Trossard is going to, be substituted early, or he's going to come in on the second half, then you might as well take a punt on another player like Nico Williams, who himself might also only play a certain number of minutes, but played a lot of minutes in the first and the second game. So yeah, that's my thinking there. I think my defense is really good, so I wouldn't beef it up. But anyway, going on to the 25th, Jude Bellingham. I honestly, he blanked in the second game, so I think in the third game he'll definitely deliver. I mean, I've got Theo Hernandez there for Bruggen there. Yeah, I would still play Jude Bellingham any day. Not Xavi Simmons, not Depay. Xavi Simmons got not missed a goal, got his goal disallowed, but I think Jude Bellingham is just, he does more ball recoveries than Xavi, so it's a no brainer in all honesty. And then on the 26th, um, yeah, I would actually go with Cristiano for this time. I'd actually go Cristiano. Be, yeah, I'd go Cristiano just for this game. I think he's gonna go berserk. I really do think he's gonna go berserk. Bruno definitely has more routes to points. I could be wrong this time, and if I am, I am. But I would go with Bruno Fernandes. But um, yeah, I want to know from you guys my fantasy football G's for guys and G's for the girls. Let me know who you guys think are the best captaincy options based on those days. I'd really love to know. And then for those people who are doing their chips, wildcard or limitless, I do have a video for you guys right over here. And then if you've been wondering, I did record this straight after um, the Belgium game, so I don't know my actual rank. But as soon as I do, it will be in the next video. So please check out the next video, my previous video over here, speaking about wildcard and a limitless draft, if you are actually trying to figure out which players to play in your limitless or your wildcard. And I will see you guys. Good luck for match day 3.